Test. So I'm waiting for a few people to tune in before I start with the short analysis today. One viewer, I know this is quite spontaneous, but I think it's interesting to see what the market is doing because people do like to see that. So I'll be waiting a few minutes for people to tune in. Definitely rain in those likes and ask questions if you'd like me to cover some coins. I'll be sharing my screen in just a bit. I'm going to be showing you some charts, seeing that everything is working properly. Do let me know where you're tuning in from. Always happy to see that people all around the world are watching my videos. Really appreciate all of the support I've been getting. Got quite a lot of views in the last few days, and I do like making these market updates. I know it's a bit different from what I typically do, but there are a few tutorial videos coming out soon. So yeah, let me see if some people have already written some stuff. Chan, yo, Kierin, hi, Hidden from Hong Kong. Really happy that you managed to get on this stream. I know this is pretty spontaneous. Hope you're doing well in Hong Kong. I think this is more likely your time zone. So one time I'm actually streaming during your time zone. I'm pretty sure that's pretty good. So yeah, do let me know how you've been weathering the current market situation. I mean, I guess you're a veteran, so it didn't really bother you too much, the small dip that we had. But I do realize a lot of the newer viewers were a bit disconcerted from the dip, or for them it was a crash, and I'm not really sure what's happening at the moment. It's night right now. Hopefully not too late. Hopefully not too late. Yeah, boy Serge, hey from the US. Really glad that you're on the channel. Do let me know where you are from in the US. THN, I'm very bullish on Eve. Yeah, I think Eve has been doing fantastic things lately. A lot of people have been complaining about the fees, but in my opinion, I don't think that's too much of an issue, in my opinion. Yeah. The thing is with the fees is that it only impacts the people that are trading with lower amounts of capital, and I know that's an unfortunate thing, but people with a lot of capital are competing to use the Ethereum blockchain, so that is definitely a good thing. Yeah. Carlos Silva, saludos desde Argentina. Saludos, Carlos. No hablo español. All right, so I don't have that much time, unfortunately, on the stream, so I would jump in to the charts in just a bit. Let me just pull out one of these so that I can see how many people are on the stream. That was good. And then let's change and share with you my charts so that you can see what I'm actually looking at. Perfect. So I must say, actually, Ethereum had a very beautiful dip. I bought a few ETH and I'm really looking forward to where this is going to go. The dip was great, and it's going to be interesting to see if this is the end of the correction, if we're going to go higher, and if we're actually going to see a new all-time high. So I think this is a bit what we're going to look at. We're going to look at BTC, a bit of ETH, a bit of BTC dominance, as well as market capitalization of the whole market. Because we did, I mean, it is kind of medium-sized correction that we had. Not like a super big correction. the cryptocurrency market experienced much larger corrections in the past years. But in my opinion, I think it's very healthy for the cryptocurrency space as a whole, because it's like a living organism. It actually has to like take a breath from time to time, like take a breather, like doing a sprint and then taking a breather for the next rally up. So let's actually look for, I'm not sure where it is. Sorry, I thought I had this open because I think we have to actually trading view. Hi, Maki. Really happy to have you on the channel. All right, cryptocurrency market. All right, so all in all, we had, I think, a 25% dip. If we look at all the way from the top of the last peak, which was at 1.7 trillion US dollars. I mean, I have to realize 1.7 trillion US dollars. And the thing is with these corrections, very often there's a bounce. Now it really depends on what side of the trend we're on. It's always very difficult to estimate if this is going to continue to go lower or not. We're going to look at that later on with BTC and ETH to see if there's enough momentum to push us higher. So all in all, if we look at the correction at the moment, we had in the cryptocurrency space from 1.7 billion down to the lowest point, 25%. So I think this is a decent, a very healthy correction. A larger correction is definitely possible if we look at the support lines later on. So if we look at the cryptocurrency market as a whole, it looks like we had this support line back in February. On the 10th of February 21, we had one touch, and this was actually acting a little bit as a resistance before there on the 8th of February. So it's possible that this is our new support at 1.29 trillion US dollars. However, it's going to be interesting to see if we break past down. It really depends on how the candles actually close. So now we've got a daily candle. There's a bit of a bearish divergence if we look at the RSI. Bearish divergence basically means that the asset is losing a bit of momentum. So that means there's not a lot of buying power. The asset is overbought. Now, I don't think that the RSI is the best indicator for predicting future price movements, because during the last bull run, there were many occurrences of such a bearish divergence. And what happened is that after the price dipped a bit, there was like a massive rally afterwards. So in my opinion, I don't think we should try and be estimating what is going to be happening. I don't think it's very healthy for your portfolio to try and guess what the market is doing. The best thing is to follow the market trend. TH Chen, I think this correction is not enough, only 25%. I mean, it really depends on what kind of metrics we look at. A really healthy correction would definitely be down to the 1.15 trillion US dollar range. I mean, this is definitely something that is to be expected, but it's not a certainty. So if we look at the 8th of January onto the 3rd of February, we had this bit of a sideways movement, and there we had quite a strong correction, also 25% correction, exactly the same. So it really depends on what is considered this leg up. If we look at Elliott wave theory, in my opinion, we're still not going to have a larger correction right now. But yeah, I'm not an oracle. I cannot exactly tell you what is going to happen. What I can basically tell you is where the next supports are going to be. Now, it always depends on where the candle closes. THN 38 to 42% is normal. I mean, it can happen, but it can also not happen. I mean, as you can see with this previous correction, we also only had a 25% correction. So now what I estimate is going to happen is we're going to retest probably this range of 1.297 in the next few days. If we don't retest that, that's going to be really bullish. If we retest it 2, 3, 4 times, then it's possible that we break down and retest this 1 trillion US dollar range. I mean, I wouldn't be too sad about that. I would actually be pretty happy if we retest this 1 trillion US dollar range, because that would actually bring us back to a very healthy support level to going even higher. But yeah, like I always like to say, do not try and time the market. Time in the market always beats timing the market. I think these videos and this educational material is more here to get you in the right mindset and to remove all emotions from the investing side of things. Because in the end, if you just let your emotions control your trades, you're going to get wrecked. So if you're trying to time the market and you sell because you're scared of it going down, then you're going to get wrecked, because if the price goes just a little bit higher, you're going to buy back at a higher price, and the story and the cycle continues, and you just not get any wealthier. The best thing to do is put some limit orders where you think the price might go, but also accept if the price doesn't go there, then those limit orders won't be filled and it doesn't really matter. All right, let's have a look at the BTC dominance, because this is pretty important, as it will indicate if the altcoin rally is over. Now, in my opinion, it doesn't mean that the altcoin rally is completely over for all altcoins, but it's possible for many of them. So at the moment, the BTC dominance is at a pretty low level if you compare to back in September 2019. And also here, the peak we had on the 2nd of January 21. So we're not at all-time lows in terms of BTC dominance. So I wouldn't be sad if we actually dropped lower to the 57. So if we drop below this support that we have at 61 and we go down to 57, that's going to be super bullish for all altcoins. Now, if you remember during the 2017 bull run, we actually had the BTC rally first. I think it peaked on the 17th of December, and the altcoins followed suit 2 weeks later. So right after BTC had its peak, the altcoins followed through. So it's possible now that with BTC printing new highs and retracing, BTC is going to have a bit of a cool down period, and altcoins are going to be able to rally. But it's very difficult to foresee how this is going to plan out. Let's have a look at the ETH USD chart, and yeah, I'm really happy. I bought a bit of ETH during this dip, so I'm pretty happy about that. What I'm also really happy is that ETH has gotten quite a lot of support around the level of $1,449 or 1,440, and this is pretty good because there's a lot of touch points here, also a lot of volume. So this is going to be a pretty strong level. If we come back to this level, that's not going to be so bullish, but as long as we stay above this level and we print some lower lows and higher highs, then hopefully we're going to tackle the remaining levels that are pretty strong. Resistances at $1,704, $1,800, and then maybe perhaps retest the next all-time high. So that's definitely looking pretty good in my opinion. So this level here that I was just talking about, the $1,440 level, is pretty strong because we had numerous touches, like we had a lot. It was a very strong resistance previously. So it touched here once on the 19th of January 21. It touched again on the 25th of January. So that's 1, 2, 3. And then we broke out of this level on the 2nd of February. And that brought us to new all-time highs. So in my opinion, this is going to act as a very, very strong support level. I would say the probabilities of breaking below this is lower than going higher up. But yeah, never say never. If we look at it on the daily, it doesn't look too bad. but it doesn't really show us clear signs of being super bullish. There's still the possibility that we break even lower and have a double bottom here at $1,355. So yeah. All right, so let's answer some questions. Would you think the whale is accumulating ETH? I think whales are definitely accumulating ETH. There are some on-chain data showing that the ETH balances with more than 10,000 ETH have grown over the last few days. Not sure if I'm going to find that here. I forgot to log in. Never mind. Let's go back to the charts. All right. So yeah, like I mentioned, we've got a few resistances that we're going to have to break past. 1,800 is the next one. So that's going to be interesting to see if we manage to break past that. I do expect a bit of a retracement when we go and touch this resistance and a bit of a pullback, and hopefully that prints lower or higher low. Exactly. Yeah. Do ask me some questions if you've got any questions concerning the current market. I must say it recovered really well. I'm very happy with the current state of the market. The institutions that are buying, that's definitely bullish. I mean, if you look at BTC, it's at 50,000. ETH is at 1,716. If you consider that a few days ago, it was like 15% lower. I think BTC went all the way down to 45K. So if we look at BTC USD, I think it went down all the way down to, yeah, 45K, something like that, or even maybe a bit lower. Yeah, 45K exactly. And here you've got a pretty strong support around the 46,000 US dollar level with also a lot of healthy volume entering into the market. So this chart looks very similar to the one of ETH. And in my opinion, this is probably going to also move sideways for quite a while until we break above this 52,000 US dollar level. So it's possible that for the next 1 to 2 weeks, even maybe 3 weeks, we're going to be moving between 45,000 and 52,000 as long as we don't break below this 46,000 US dollar level. As if we break past that, that will bring us all the way down to 40,000, which I think, yeah, around 39,000 for 40,000. So that would also be probably a pretty good area to start accumulating and placing some buy orders. I think you can already place the buy orders now if you are wanting to buy a dip, you're not really sure where to place them. I would place them around the following level if you don't mind if it drops further. I would place it like anywhere here around the 48,000 to 47,000, and if you're interested in buying it also even lower than 46,000, then you should maybe place them at around 40,000 to maybe 43,000, and you might get lucky, and you might get and those orders might get filled. Yeah. If you've got any questions, do let me know. Yeah, the market is super interesting at the moment. I'm really happy with that. How everything is developing. So I think what is also pretty cool is that the British government should embrace crypto, and that's a statement said by the ex-head of London Stock Exchange. So the former chief of LSE, Xavier Rolle, believes that the UK government must embrace crypto fast, along with SPACs, to help the country remain a financial center after Brexit. So I think it's good that different countries are embracing this cryptocurrency trend, but I think yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how different countries are going to embrace it. If they are, if they're going to actually make regulations to further increase cryptocurrency innovation, because at the moment the US is not really doing that. At the moment, they're hindering cryptocurrency innovation due to their massive, regulatory landscape. Maki, what was your job before doing this full time? I'm actually still doing this. I'm still working full time until April. I work at a big four in the forensic department, so it's like data analytics for fraud investigation. I'm still working until the 30th of April, but at the moment I'm not working full time. I'm working 80%. So that means I still got some time to create the videos and edit the videos and do all those stuff, do some research and so on. But I'm definitely looking forward to doing it full time in May. Yeah. Then I can definitely do a lot more videos talking about news, researching new projects and stuff like that. So that's something I'm really passionate about. I'm passionate about the DeFi space, the cryptocurrency space as a whole. Especially like, I think the DeFi space is super interesting because it allows you to do a lot more with your money than just keeping it on a bank account. And it also allows you to do a lot more with your crypto than just hodling. I mean, hodling is pretty awesome, but using financial services in the DeFi space is awesome. Jonathan, can you recommend a good platform to buy crypto here in the UK? You should try Bitpanda. I think they're pretty good. It's a European exchange. Or Kraken. This one, Bitpanda, I think is pretty good. I've been using this for ages. They've got a pro version where you can actually use charting features to set limit orders. That's also a lot less expensive. The fees are a lot lower there. You can also, I think, buy cryptocurrencies based on dollar cost averaging. So you can just like set an order of 20 pounds or 40 pounds and so on. Yeah. Another one that you might try, I just don't recommend this for leverage trading, but for spot trading, basically, if you just buy and send cryptocurrency to another exchange or to a hardware wallet or a desktop wallet, basically your own cryptocurrency wallet, then I recommend Kraken. Kraken is pretty good. Now you have to look and see which ones work for you the best. I'm not too familiar. But wire transfer should work with all of them. You have to check the fees. One possibility is also sending cryptocurrency with Revolut. So you install the Revolut app, send the payments or send a wire transfer to Revolut and then pay the funds into your Kraken or Bitpanda. I think you'll have to look at that. Just keep in mind that at the moment there are so many people signing up for these platforms. The KYC, so the know your customer stuff, takes quite a long time. It's possible you have to wait 2 or 3 days. So make sure you do that well in advance before you want to buy. Makie, what are your plans when you do? Can you clarify on what you mean? What do you mean? My plans for what exactly? You mean my plans working on my own, or what I want to do with the channel, or what I want to do? So give me a little bit more. That's a pretty open-ended question. Mitchell Jones, I'm glad your channel came up on my timeline recently. Really happy that you're enjoying the channel. And yeah, if you've got any suggestions for videos that you'd like me to make, then definitely let me know. Got a few videos coming up. I've finished editing one about DeFi, Complete Beginner's Guide to DeFi. And I've also got one coming up about Binance Smart Chain and also some about Ethereum staking. THN, how about ADA? It seems it didn't drop too much in this corrective phase. Is that outperform or just with a high resistance? It's actually a pretty strong support. Yeah. at the moment for ADA, and I'm really happy about this support. There's a lot of good fundamentals coming in, and I think what people are doing with Cardano is that they're staking it, they're earning 5%, so they're not really interested in getting like a little bit of gains just selling their crypto. They prefer leave it on the staking platform or either Binance or if they're staking it on their own and earn just 5% passive income. I think that's better. I mean, what else would you want to do with that money? You're not going to earn any type of rewards keeping it on your bank. So I think that's one reason, as well as all of the great fundamentals behind the Cardano project. I mean, Catalyst, I think I've got one about do I have that? No, I don't have this news article, but basically Catalyst is one of like the biggest hedge funds for new projects in the Cardano space, and that's massive. That means a lot of people that want to develop projects on Cardano can benefit from the funds from the Catalyst. Yeah. Okay, for the channel. Well, basically, I definitely want to create a lot more tutorials for the channel. I definitely also want to create a lot more daily news videos. Those will be more compact, maybe with a little bit of charting, a little bit of news, not edited. They have to be like super fast, nugget-sized information. I'd like to do more interviews with either other cryptocurrency influencers on YouTube. I was thinking maybe with Nugget News, Modern Investor, Data Dash, Altcoin Daily, other ones that are pretty popular. If they want to do an interview with me, that would be awesome. If I could bring them on the channel, that would also help bring also a lot more viewers to the channel. That would definitely be fantastic. But it would also be good to like exchange some insights on the cryptocurrency space, as everyone has like different views, and it's very interesting to see what other people have as a view on how cryptocurrency will evolve over the next few years. And otherwise, I think I might be. I would have to think. I always the things that I do for the channel always change, also depending on what works. I have to find like a balance. There are things that I find super interesting, and a very small niche segment of my audience finds interesting. So I can't dive into super complicated programming or technical stuff because the click-through rate is super bad. People are not really interested in that. They just want to see number go up, number go down, and info like that, and broken down in a simple way. So I try and find a balance on what people actually really want to watch, what gets the most eyeballs, as it's a bit of a game in that sense. Kieran, what's your view on Cosmos Atom? I think it's pretty interesting. So I have to do a more in-depth video at some point. I also definitely have to find some time and read through the white paper and do a lot more research on it. I've got like the basic understanding of what it is, and as far as I understood, it's a type of blockchain network, like internet of blockchains, as far as I understood, and they're trying to create specific blockchains just for unique utility. So for example, each dApp would have its own blockchain, and that would hopefully increase the scalability and reduce the fees for every dApp. And I think that is definitely really interesting, but also highly complicated to achieve. So I'm gonna have to dive a lot more into to get more insight on what they're doing. THN, Maki, thanks. It means that I couldn't redeem instantly if I stake the ADA. I haven't tried to redeem. You don't have to do anything with the ADA staking. As soon as you stake your ADA, it is the rewards are automatically staked and also not locked. So for example, if I've got as an example, if I've got 100k ADA and I lock it up, and all of the rewards, so I might be getting 60 or 70 or 80 ADA every 5 days. These ADA get added to my total amount of ADA, and the total amount gets staked. So that means you're gonna have compounded interest, which is fantastic. That means like if you get 100 more ADA for the next block, the calculation, the total amount is going to be 100,080 ADA. And then when you get another 80 ADA, it's going to take the 100,000 and 160 ADA that you have and base the percentage off of that. So for every epoch, you're actually getting slightly more rewards because of the previous rewards that you received. And I think this is fantastic. And the rewards are every 5 days. Yeah. So yeah, thanks for putting in that information, Mackie, for THN. Yeah, we're actually staking, because if you're using your hardware wallet and add a light, then you can actually send your Cardano whenever you want to another exchange like Binance or Kraken if you want to sell it. There's no time lock on your tokens, on your coins. So why? But Maki, what do you mean you have to wait 5 days and X hours? I mean, I get you would have to wait just so that you get until you get your tokens, your rewards, and then you can actually remove the rewards. But they're not locked. So I'm not really sure what you mean with you need to wait 5 days and X hours. Ah, you're talking about Daedalus. Yeah, I'm not using Daedalus. Maybe there it's locked. I'm not really familiar with it. I used it back in 2017, but I wasn't really too happy with the Daedalus wallet back then. And now I'm just happy using my hardware wallet and using Light. But why do you use Daedalus wallet? Do you want to just have like a full copy, because it does take quite a while to update everything, no? Or does Daedalus have a light version? I thought it was like it always had like a full node, so you would always have to yeah, sync it. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to close the stream. I know this is a very short stream, but it was good catching up with you guys, and I'll definitely be doing another stream soon. So at the moment, quickly, Atom, it's looking pretty good. The dump wasn't too bad, and it looks like it's recovering pretty nicely. Back to $20, went all the way down to $15. But all in all, yeah, it's had quite a bit of a price increase. So yeah, you're gonna have to see how it actually performs. Abdullah Saga, what's a good wallet you recommend? Are you asking for Cardano, or are you asking for other cryptocurrencies? Yeah, concerning the Daedalus full node, me personally, I just prefer using the the browser interface. I'm a bit lazy with that. I know I should probably be running a full node, but for me it's a bit too CPU intensive. All right, so that was it. Abdullah, what wallet you recommend? Trust wallet for Ethereum, Ledger hardware wallet for everything else. So this one you just can't go wrong. And actually, what I recommend to do, and for anyone that's watching the chat, the video I'm releasing tomorrow, the complete beginner's guide to DeFi. Make sure that you place a comment down in that video, because I'm giving away a Ledger Nano S in that video. So definitely do that. If you're not subscribed already, subscribe, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye bye.